Update 17 is now live, celebrating 2 years of State of Decay 2. If you want to read the patch notes at your own leisure, there will be a link down in the description box. So we've got increased speeds for reloading firearms, refueling and repairing cars, improvements to combat with juggernauts, improvement to follower AI in combat, new beneficial community events, and adjustments to mission pacing to reduce stress and randomization. There's new weapons. 8 new weapons, including 2 heavy weapons that you can find by scavenging. And these ones here are all achieved by doing a bounty broker task. You got a Safari Razorback 44, which is a sidearm, an F45 Tactical, which is a combat pistol, an AKS-74U, hard-hitting high-capacity submachine gun, an Ancestral Talwar, one of 2 unique blades, Heirloom Kanda, the second of the iconic blades, Industrial Wrench, the one and only, made in the USA. Beetle Mallet, 1 swing should be all it takes, and a brick hammer, lightweight, easy to use. New outfits. This content update also includes 4 new outfits, a new hat, a new vehicle, and a new facility mod that's perfect for celebrations. We got a Logo Ninja hoodie, we got an Undead Green Cattleman hat, we've got a Sand Shark hoodie, brown Logo Combat tee, Red Talon bomber jacket, Trumbull 4x4 pickup, designed for off-roading. You'll need to complete a bounty for the bounty broker for this. Anniversary cake oven. And all of these here, a lot of them, like the timed ones, as long as you log in between May 19th and June 28th, 2020, you'll receive the free hat, or the Logo Ninja hoodie, or whatever. The Sand Shark one's already in your closet waiting for you. Same with the brown t-shirt. Okay, let's move on to try to make this a little quicker. A note on retired content packs. As you've likely noticed, we've started retiring older content packs to make room for the new content. Already this year we've retired the World War II pack, the Fearsome Footage pack, and the Go Bag pack. This month the Critical Response pack is joining the list of retirement content, and in June we'll retire the Trumbull Valley pack to make room for another exciting set of new items. But when a content pack is retired, you keep everything you've already owned. However, you can't acquire more items from retired packs, nor can you continue making progress on bounties from those packs. If you don't manage to complete all the bounties from a pack before it's retired, don't fret. In a world where corpses walk, nothing stays dead for long. Not sure what they mean by that, so there's going to be a way to get them back? I don't know. Gameplay. The basic shooting skill awards improvements to reload speed. This means that gunslinging specialists are no longer the only ones who can manage to reload an AK-47 without fumbling the magazine. Survivors with gunslinging can still get far quicker at reloading than everyone else, and their maximum is still the same. The baseline is just higher for all experienced shooters. You still want gunslinging if you're packing the Eternal Guard's Infinite Rage. Not that you ever really need to reload that one. Last month we fixed some problems that cropped up when fighting juggernauts with guns. This month we're extending that fix to melee weapons. Hitting a juggernaut in the back now does more damage than hitting it in the front. Excuse me, hitting a juggernaut while staggered now damages it properly. Weapon impact now makes a major difference. Heavy weapons are over 3 times as useful against juggernauts as close combat weapons. Don't try stabbing a juggernaut to death with a screwdriver unless you're looking for a bad time. Some weapon balance was done to help clarify the differences here. Specifically, heavy weapons, especially heavy blunt weapons, are now far and away the hardest hitters. The Bell Club, Persian Meal, Cleo Mace, Cleo Hammer, and Cleo Great Hammer have had their impact reduced to ensure that heavy weapons can fulfill their role as the heaviest of weapons. The Cleo Great Hammer has its swing cost reduced to compensate since its primary strength is impact. It's still on top of the charts for blunt weapons. Gas and toolkits now work 50% faster than before, thank goodness. You still don't want to use them in the middle of a fight, but you also don't want to claw your eyes out by the time they're done. Advanced tool, well, you don't want to claw your eyes out because then you can't see where you're driving. You could end up like in a ditch with a bunch of zombies, and then they'll just eat the rest of you. Which is what I'll make sure happens to you if you give this video a thumbs down. I will make sure that your character claws your eyes out, and if you don't do it, I'll make sure a Juggernaut does it for you. Advanced toolkits are unchanged because standard toolkits got faster. The advanced toolkits are now about 5 times as quick instead of the usual 8. Rapidly opening and closing the supply locker no longer locks your character in a search animation. Using the interact button to finish a zombie now takes priority over a whole host of other interactions, not just container searches. This means you're less likely to enter a vehicle or start a conversation when you'd rather be busy snuffing Zeds. As long as you're not sniffing meds. Haha, okay, that was cringy. It is now much easier to find those last few outfits and hats you're looking for, as the random selection process is no longer making invisible, fruitless attempts to offer you outfits you've already unlocked. Well, that's good. AI. AI-controlled humans now engage more thoughtfully in combat, making better decisions about weapon use, staying focused when surrounded by zombies, and responding appropriately to freaks. AI-controlled followers will now prioritize getting into the car when you're trying to beat a hasty retreat from combat instead of going for just one more kill. Zombies near a player's base will no longer be inexplicably drawn inside to cause unnecessary fights, thank God. Zombies, especially hordes and freaks, now also do a better job at avoiding safe zones of all types. Good. I thought it was a little bit too much. Knocking the helmet off of an armored zombie no longer attracts attentions from other zombies. Morale. Twice a day, characters with morale of stable or higher now have a chance of finding extra resources each day, finding useful items, or finding weapons. Twice a day, characters with morale or of cheerful or higher may provide a variety of bonuses to the community, including morale boosts to all members of the community, resources, items, etc. Missions. Mission pacing has been retuned to reduce pressure, limiting the number of similar missions that can exist at once and reducing the overall size of the typical mission list. The mission system also now pays more attention to context, with examples like offering ambient missions when you're away from base and personal missions when you're at home. Making sure you have a resource available before asking you to donate a rucksack of it. The Bounty Broker's introductory mission now generally appears when you enter his area of the map rather than immediately after the starter missions are complete. Enclaves will now generally accept rucksacks of mystery meat. Anyways, I'm not going to go there. To satisfy their requests for food. My mind slipped. The game still won't recognize that this makes you a terrible person. The starting mission when skipping the tutorial in the Dread Zone now correctly causes all plague hearts to appear on your map. Warlord, to stop a thief, now avoids getting hung up if a character is accidentally killed by a zombie. Warlord, might makes right now avoids getting hung up on the objective to upgrade your fighting gym to level 2. Builder, useful utilities now recognize the power and water provided by the Prescott Fire Station and no longer asks you to double up on them. User interface. We fixed a problem that occasionally removed an incorrect plague heart from the map UI, causing it to seem that you had destroyed all plague hearts on the map when you hadn't. We revised a couple of common icons in the UI to make them easier to understand. The icon identifying the Consumables tab on the supply locker now more accurately represents the items you are likely to find inside. The map icon for Move to this location mission objective is now more recognizable as an arrow when zoomed all the way out. Vehicles discovered by a radio command now have a different icon than supply drops summoned by a radio command to help distinguish between them. Vehicles delivered by a radio command are now always visible on the map until you first get into them, no matter how zoomed out your map is. So even if you're on the moon, you can see it. Just like supply drops summoned by radio commands. We fixed a bug that could cause players returning from multiplayer to lose access to their difficulty menus. We fixed a bug that, under rare circumstances, was causing the map and difficulty selection interfaces to persist on screen after they were supposed to go away. They're like, bitch, you chose easy, we want to make sure everybody knows. That made no sense, because unless you're recording or someone's looking over your shoulder, they wouldn't know. Anyways, environments. We continued to make minor improvements to the maps to remove trouble spots where players could navigate to weird locations and get stuck. We also stapled down a few floaty props. as long as they're not stapling down your feet in random locations, which could cause you to get stuck. I really gotta stop doing that. Patch notes, I am not gonna read these in another language. Maudite affaire. Ils l'ont tué en français. Mise à jour. Oh no, I'm not gonna go there. I won't do it. I could, but I won't. Anyhow, that's enough of that. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't like it, whatever. Give it a thumbs down, and I'll break it off in your ass the next time you play the game. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, that would be great now, wouldn't it? But if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, boys and girls, or whatever it is you identify as, a zombie, a freak, whatever. And I shall see, hopefully at least, some of you in the next video. Bye now.